In this video, we're going to talk about creating a happy anniversary message that goes out to our people in our PCSOI group. Here is a quick example of an email that will go out. You can send out either an email or a text or both. It can have graphics or simply be text. In this example, our email is just text with a simple message. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It says, "Hey, happy anniversary." And the people are thinking, what's that all about? And they start to read it. It says, "Hi, Mike," and their name. It says, "Thank you again for closing on your property with us. We truly appreciate your business and hope you're enjoying your home. Please reach out at any time if you're thinking about buying or selling in the future, or have any friends or family out there looking around, and we would be happy to help along the way. Thank you kindly." And then your name and your signature, your email signature below that. So it's a very simple message. You can modify it and change it, which we'll see in a minute, or you can keep this standard one that they've already created for you inside the system. The big key is to get something in place and get these messages going out and starting to touch your people. Next, let's talk about how to actually put together the home anniversary message inside of Lofty. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here and read through our checklist. It says, hey, create a smart plan to send a home anniversary message. You can either copy an existing one or create a new one. All right. And the first step is to go to the settings, templates, and smart plans, or click this item right here to speed work through it. Let me show you what I mean by that. If you click on it, it says, hey, you want us to open this link, and watch what happens if we do that. Wow, that was pretty cool. It went inside of our Lofty program, which I already had open, but it went directly to the correct page that we needed in Smart Plans. I'm going to go ahead and close this, but I want you to see that the link was there. But most of the time, you're going to go into Settings, Templates, and Smart Plans, because when you first log in, you'll end up at this screen, and you just go into Settings. And then over on the left, you're going to go down to Templates and Smart Plans. All right, so now we've got the Smart Plans opened up, and let's see what our directions tell us to do next. It says, hey, on the top line, click Library. So on the top line, right up here, we got My Smart Plans, Group Smart Plans, Company Smart Plans, and Library. All right, so we clicked on Library. It says, on the plan type line, click Lofty Starter Plans. So up here, we'll click Lofty Starter Plans. Then it says, hey, on the scenario line, click Anniversaries. We're going to do a home anniversary. So we go down here to scenario line and go across to Anniversaries. And there are two of them already filled in. The birthday, which goes out every year. That's why they call it an anniversary. And then the closed date anniversary. That's the one we're going to look at. So find the plan named Lofty Special Dates Close Date Anniversary. At the end of that line, click the import arrow into a box symbol, and this will copy the template. So, okay, right over here, we've got Closed Date Anniversary. We go across, it says import. We click on that, and bingo, we are now inside of the editor for this smart plan. All right, we'll now keep going through the notes. It says, hey, on the top line, you should be in Settings. Yep, right in Settings, good. And it says, hey, for the plan name, add RAMS to the beginning of the line and keep the existing text, then change the end of the line from Closed Date Anniversary to Home Date Anniversary. All right, so we'll change that from Closed Date to Home Anniversary Date. Let me make sure I got that right. I'm just going to copy it. Home anniversary date. That's probably, oops, didn't get the whole thing. That's going to be the easiest way to get all of it. We make a copy. And so that's for the end here. I'm going to make a copy for home. The reason I'm going to do that is so I remember later that that is the, as you're going to see in a bit, that's the trigger that I want is home anniversary date. At the beginning, you can type RAMS, which I already have in my system, so I could call this RAMS 2, or what I did starting in the last one, I just called it my name, Mike. You could do any of those. I'm just trying to show that this is different than the original Lofty plan name. So we've changed that as our directions told us to. And now we go ahead for the next one. It says for target lead type, to the right, click one of, and then click the drop down box and check all the boxes. This will send a home anniversary message to any status of our people that are in the PCSOI. Remember, it's only going to go out if we assign this to them, but I wanted to make sure it doesn't just go out to people that are buyers. What if I have a homeowner in there? They should be getting this message. Yeah, okay. In fact, that's exactly who should be getting this message. So I'm going to click all of these, though, just in case they weren't labeled correctly. But I had indicated in my on my file that I want this plan to be executed for someone no matter what their status is at the particular time. Okay, so go ahead and click all of them. It says included for one of those. And then my plans, this plan scope is already auto-checked. It's my plan, and I do not want the auto-apply on at this point. I don't want it applied to everybody yet. I want to go one by one and make sure this is specifically what I want to do for people. So that's what this next one says. If there's an additional line below, the title included all, then go ahead and remove it. Well, down here, there wasn't one. If you were in our last section, there was something here and we removed it. This is very simple. Just says target, lead type, and it's only got one item, and we've got it in there, so we're in good shape. We don't have to remove anything. All right, and then it says, hey, do not turn on the auto, right? And the auto apply is not turned on, so we're good. And then we go to the next item. It says, hey, on the top line, click the trigger. So we click trigger. Okay, and now we're in the new section. It says, hey, edit specific date by clicking the edit symbol. And it's the box with the pencil in it. So over here on specific date of the occurrence, we're going to go ahead and click that, open it up. It says, hey, this is the advanced trigger, yearly on a specific date called close date. This action is going to happen. Now, you may have noticed we're going to change this. Let me go back to the directions. So this is one you got to pay attention to more than the last one. So in that advanced triggers and conditions box, it's going to open, and we got a quick note. All entries are not correct. There will be an adjustment. So that's what's different from this one and the last one we did. The last one was already preset. We're going to make a change in this one, and so you really want to be paying attention. Let's go through it. Box one is going to be yearly. Yep, that's how often it's going to happen, once a year. And then box two says it's going to happen on a specific date, and that stays the same. It's going to happen on a specific date. Here's where it's different. Box three, enter this thing called a home anniversary date. I want you to be very clear that this is home anniversary date. All three words we talked about in an earlier section, but they have a lot of very similar sounding fields. They even have one just called home anniversary without the word date. That's not correct. And we want to change it to just home anniversary date. Be sure to select home anniversary date and not the shorter home anniversary or any other thing. So we're going to go here. We got yearly, on specific date, and what we're talking about is right here, close date. We're going to drop the drop down, and then we're going to start scrolling through. We're going to we're looking for home anniversary. You can see there's a home anniversary here. But remember, we want the home anniversary date. Let me point that out again. This one looks right at first, home anniversary, but it's not. That's only two words, and we want three words. We want the word date at the end, and it's going to be this one, home anniversary date. This is incredibly important so that your the notes we had you make in your database is going to match up with this smart plan and actually activate. So you're going to click home anniversary date, click that, and it should say home anniversary date here. It says anything else, stop and get that fixed. Okay. All right. And then says, hey, check the checkbox ends after is going to be blank. So we're not going to end this after. It's going to go on every year until we physically stop it. And then drop down cycles one is not in play because that would only happen if you check this box. So that's fine. And then note, once saved, this advanced trigger cannot be changed, so double check it for accuracy. And so we're going to definitely want to double check this before we click that save. This is really important because if we save it and it's wrong, the only way to fix this is to completely delete the plan and start over. which is not terrible. It's not going to take forever, but it's kind of a nuisance. So you can't go back in here and change it after you click save. So let's make sure it's right. It's going to happen yearly. It's going to happen on a specific date, and it's going to be the home anniversary date. Let's double check that. It's going to be the home anniversary date. Yes, home anniversary date. Okay, now that everything looks correct, I'm going to click save, and we're moving on. Okay, that was the click save, and we move on to the next part, which, okay, now we're going to go to the top line and click actions. So we click up here for actions, and now it's going to show us what it's going to do on that particular trigger or that date. Okay, this plan will only send an email message on a home anniversary greeting. That's what this plan is. Remember, you can modify it, change it, you can add other things to it. By the way, when I say that, let me just show you real fast. Down here, you can add a step. So you can add a text message if you want to go out. You could change this from email to text or some other method of, well, look here are the options. Auto email, auto text, most popular. You could set it for a phone call, or you could set for a postcard to be sent out. There's other things you can do. For us, though, we're going to do this auto email. And here is the example. Let me go back through our checklist, though. So in box one, we've got to confirm that it's an auto email and it's selected in the drop down. Yep, that's auto email. It's going to happen on the home anniversary at 9:30 in the morning. It's assigned to us as the agent. Let's review the email message and then modify any text or add a photo. So we're going to read this message first. The subject line is going to say, happy anniversary. People are going to be curious and want to open that up. So I think that's a pretty good one. It says hi and their lead name. And then it says, hey, thank you again for closing on your property with us. We truly appreciate your business and hope you're enjoying your home. Please reach out anytime if you're thinking about buying or selling in the future, or even have any friends or family out there looking around, and we would be happy to help them along the way. Thank you kindly, and then your signature, and it also would include your web site link to go out to them in its default format. Now, I want to point out that you could change any of this. Let's see. Thank you again for closing on your property with us. You could say with me, right? You could change that. We truly appreciate, instead of saying we, say I. I truly appreciate your business and hope you are enjoying your home. See how quick and easy it is to change it if you want to change it. And by the way, we would be fine as well, because we could be you and your company, your brokerage. Please reach out at any time if you're thinking about buying or selling in the future. And then this sentence is a little choppy to me, so you might just break it up and make it cleaner. As an example, you could say, hey, please reach out anytime if you're thinking about buying or selling in the future, period. Let's see. You could say, and if you have any friends or family out there looking around, comma, we would be happy to help them. How about help them? I don't know if I made it better or worse. I'm just trying to show you that we could change it. So please reach out anytime if you're thinking about buying or selling in the future. And if you have any friends and or family out there looking, we would be happy to help them along the way. Thank you kindly. So you can modify and change this. You could say something like, let me know if you'd like to hear about investment properties with positive cash flows, right? I mean, you could add anything you want into this message to make it a little bit better for your branding and desire and needs, or just leave it the way it was default. Default was absolutely fine. The biggest problem I see with people is they want to make modifications and changes, and they never can get it the way they're happy with, and so they never do anything. Just make sure you get something going. You can always change it later, but I want to show you can modify it. And if you look up here, by the way, you could also do things like adding a photo. You can put a picture in here if you want to put a neat picture in here to say happy anniversary as an example. You'd put your cursor there, you click this, go search your computer, find that photo, and drop it in. That would be an example. Okay. All right, but I'm going to leave it this way and just have text so I can get going and have my messages getting out there to my people. So I'm going to go back here and say, what's next? Oh, well, just click save. All right, cool. So I'll go ahead and click save. By the way, I can modify that message later. I just can't modify that trigger. Somebody might want to know that. All right, let's see what's next. On the top line, click My Smart Plans and confirm the plan has been saved. All right, so we'll go into, we were in the library. We're going to go back over to My Smart Plans. And I've got two that I set up today, Mike and Mike. This is the home anniversary. And here was the first one I did, which was the birthday, but we just did home anniversary. So I want to go ahead, it's there. I'm going to go ahead and click it open. I can see it. It looks good. It's just sending out an email message. It has the changes I made. Notice the changes I made are there now. Pretty cool. And it's ready to go. Again, it's targeting anybody that I assign it to. It will be a recurring on the home anniversary date, and it will repeat every year until I turn it off. Just to complete the idea I had there, if we go in here all the way to the right, and we click this Manage button, it allows us to edit it, copy, remove the lead, or delete. I'm going to hit the Edit. I start with settings, and I can change these, but I cannot change this trigger. It's not going to allow me to change it. See, there's no drop down. I can't go in there and change it. That's what I was saying before. And then, but I can change the message itself, right? Thank you again for helping me. Thank you again for closing on your house or your home or your investment. There's all kinds of things you could do to change it. I'm going to go back to what it was originally, but I want to show you that you can still modify it. Okay. So how about your wonderful home? How about wonderful property? Okay. And I click save, and now that's in there. It's been saved and updated. Okay, let's look at the next item. Now we're going to apply the home anniversary plan to a contact. So we're going to go in and click on the people, and we are going to select a contact in the file. So we'll go in here. Let me show you where you start. Most of the time, you're going to start here. This is your screen you first see, and you want to click people. You can do that from anywhere in here. Just click people, and you'll get over to your CRM. We got the list. We could just scroll up and down and find people. And by the way, I'll just point this out. If you have a huge list, if you go over here to this upper right corner where you have a magnifying glass and you click it, it'll say, hey, why don't you type in a name, phone number, email, or whatever, and we'll search for them. Let's say I'm looking for Tommy. I remember it's Tommy, and say, all right, well, here's a Tommy. We've got a couple different people with Tommys in them, but this is the Tommy you want. Say, cool, and it'll pop right open to Tommy, and now I have Tommy's file opened. Okay, so now I want to see, I'm going to confirm that there is a home anniversary date for this contact. If not, you can skip it or add it if you remember it. Let's see if Tommy has a home anniversary date. I'm looking here and I don't see one. Let's do full view, and nope, no home anniversary. So we can just skip Tommy. Remember I told you in another video, we could just skip through leads down here with our arrows. Let's see if we go find somebody who has a home anniversary. All right, we've got John, and let's go ahead and do full view. And look at that, John does have a home anniversary, and we've entered into the system already. See if you can see that, March 15th of 2011. Awesome, so John is a good candidate for this. Let's go back over and see what's next. Here we go. In the first column under details, click the double down arrow to view the details, which we just did. Then scroll up to find the home anniversary date, which we did. And if entered, proceed. If not, you got to stop. If you do know it, you can add it in after the fact. That's not a problem. Just hit the edit symbol. Let me show you what I meant by that. So you're in here. If you knew that they had a home anniversary or that home anniversary is not correct, but it wasn't in here, you can edit this file. All you got to do is go up here to details. See what I'm doing? I'm just scrolling up to the top of the details, and there's this box for editing. You click that, and it's going to open up this edit details box, and I could go down and find the home anniversary and change it. I'm just going to show you this one more time because otherwise you'll search forever trying to find it. The home anniversary is way down in this file. And what I missed for a long time, and I'm trying to help you, is this double arrow going down will show all the fields. So click that. And when you do, it opens up all the way down into home anniversary date. And let's say we remembered, oh my gosh, it wasn't the 15th, it was the 16th, and we want to correct it. Well, we could open this up and it says, hey, the year and the month. And then we say, yeah, that was right, but it was the 16th, not the 15th. Well, we could click on that and change it to the 16th. And if we made an update, we just click save. And now it's ready to go. So we'll go back over here to confirm that it got entered into details. We'll scroll down, and sure enough, home anniversary date just got updated to the 16th. Okay? All right, that's what I meant by editing. Now let's read this very important note here. It's in bold, and you'll notice there's not a lot of things in bold, so we really want to pay attention here. Note, scroll all the way down the list and click on the double down arrow to find the home anniversary date. Do not enter the date in the home anniversary 2-word field. Be sure to click the location of the 3-word name, home anniversary date. And we did that, right? We went over here and we made an edit. I'm just going to show you again so you know what it is, because otherwise I kept forgetting. I lost this thing. It took me hours to figure out what was going on. So we do the double click. And what we were saying is, look, there are 2 of them that sound almost identical. You got this home anniversary thing, and you got home anniversary date. You want to do the one that says home anniversary date. And you're probably thinking, Mike, why did you do it? It's confusing. Yeah, I know the whole thing is confusing because they have so many that sound alike. The other options were like closing, closed date, and close date. Well, those are all similar too, and I wanted something completely unique. So that's why I shot down in here and picked up home anniversary date. We just needed something that was unique, and that's how we found it. But anyway, that's how you get there, and you can edit if you need to. Let's keep going. On the top line, we're going to now add this smart plan in. So now we're going to get to the fun. We're going to add the smart plan in. So click Smart Plans. So all the way up here at the top, we're talking about John's file. We're going to go over here where it says Activities, then Engagement, then Smart Plans. We'll click on Smart Plans. We already have a birth date set up for John. Cool. Now we're going to set up a smart plan for the home anniversary. We're going to click on the plus symbol. So we click on the plus symbol and it says, okay, what do you want to add? And we're going to go under My Plans, locate and select. I'd recommend you call it RAMS, but in my example, I called it Mike. Whatever you did there, that's fine to make it unique. And then the home anniversary date. So I'm in company plans. I'm going to skip. You got group plans, and then I'm going to skip and go to My Plans. My plans are the ones that I added, and you can see I added 2 today with the word Mike in front of them. The first one is the birthday, and then here we go. The second one, if we just hover over it, it shows us in the black box the name. It says home anniversary date, and that's the one we want. So I'm going to click on it, and sure enough, there it is. So it says, hey, we're going to send this out to everybody, no matter what status they are. If you indicate to send to them, it's going to go out on their home anniversary date. It's going to recur, and it's never going to end until you stop it. It's going to be an auto email, and here's what it's going to look like over here. Say happy anniversary, and you can read down through there and make sure it looks right. And once it does, we're in good shape. What does it say next? Well, click start. So we'll go ahead and click start to apply the plan. And bingo, there it is. That fast, we've applied the plan for John. Okay. And then notice a home anniversary greeting plan has been created in the contact file. Yep, that's what we were saying right here. Home anniversary. So if you wanted to check that, it'd be right under Smart Plans. And if you want to remove the plan, you can click the trash can at the end of the plan line. So if you decide, no, I don't want to send it out or send it out anymore, you can delete it. You can also pause it. Okay, next you're going to repeat that for all PCSOI contact records with a known home anniversary date. And as I showed you before, you can go file by going through all the people, or just down here at the bottom, you can use these arrows and click through to the next person who has a home anniversary date. Let's see. I'll just point out that you're going to probably have to click this full view to see whether they do. Yep, there's another one. Hey, cool. So we got Mike Tests has a home anniversary date. So go ahead and go into Smart Plans. And look at that. We already set one up for him. Cool. That was the RAMS one. Let's say we want to set up the one that we just set up to date. So we could delete the RAMS one from before. And instead, I want to add the new one. Maybe I like the language better. I'm going to go ahead and click plus. I'm going to go to my plans. I'm going to find the one that I had with Mike at the beginning for my name and not the birthday, but I want to go to home anniversary. There we go. Click on that. Yep, there's the one I want. And I click start and bingo, that fast. It's up and running for this fake lead called Mike Tests. All right, there we go. Note, now you have automation working for you. Lofty will automatically send out the home anniversary greeting message forever unless you turn it off, your contact unsubscribes, or the lead is deleted or put into archive status. Pretty awesome. You set it up once, it runs forever, constantly reaching out to your people and just doing a little touch for them. That's how you set up a home anniversary message.